Hello guys and welcome. In today's video we are going to talk about Capsim Foundation, and we are start with the decisions that I made and in the research and development part. If you look at your screen, we see that we have one product which is the R&amp product and is selling in both the low-tech and the high-tech market segments. So if we look at the customer buying criteria of the low-tech products, price has an importance of 41%, age has an importance of 29%, reliability has an importance of 21%, ideal positioning has an importance of 9%, and in the high-tech customer buying criteria, ideal positioning has an importance of 33%, age has an importance of 29%, pricing of your product will get you a 25% importance, and finally reliability will get you a 13% importance. So I want to position my product so that I may sell it in both the high-tech and the low-tech market segment. So I'll come into the reports, then I'll say I want my product to sell both in the high-tech and low-tech. So the high-tech, they want a product with the ideal positioning of 6.7 and 11.7. And the low-tech, they want a product with a position of 4.1 and 14.3. So I'll say, let me give my product a performance of 6.3. So I'll say 6.3, and I'll give it a size of 12.2. And I'll bump down the MTBF to 20,000 because I want it to sell both in the high-tech and the low-tech. So I'll recalculate. So I want my product to sell both in the high-tech and the low-tech market segment. You see, my revision date here is the 30th day of May in 2024, and it has an age at revision is 1.8, and my cost was $418. So again, I'll come and introduce a new product. So I'll want it to sell in the high-tech. So I'll give it, because I'm company Andrews, I'll give it a name that the first letter will be the same as my company. So I'll say it is Eka. So this is Eka product. And if I come into the report, so I'll check into the reports in the high-tech, and they want a product of 6.7 and 11.7. So I'll position mine at 8.5, and I'll give it a performance of 10.0. So this is just 10.0. And the mean time before failures, I'll give it 21,000. Then I'll recalculate to see when will my product come out. And you see that my product will come out in 2025. So the next decisions, I'll go to the marketing decision, and here this department will deal with the pricing of the product, the promo budget, the sales budget, and your forecasting. So because I want my product to sell both in the high-tech and the low-tech market segment, I'll come to the report and look at the low-tech, the pricing. They want a product of between $15 and $35 with the 41% importance. And in the high-tech, they want a product between $25 and $45, which is 25% importance. Because I want my product to sell both in the high-end and low-end market segment, I'll price my product at $36 because I want it to sell both in the high-end and the low-end. Then awareness, if I come and look at my awareness, I'll realize that all of us have an awareness of 55% and accessibility of 40%. And because I know most of my competitors will be increasing their prices in their budget for the promo and sales, so I'll increase mine to, so I'll put here 2 million. So this is 2,000, basically 2 million. Then here again I'll put 3. Here I'll put 3 million. And because I know that I'll sell, if I look at my production analysis, I sold 1,200 units. So I believe that I might sell more than those number of units. So I'll come here and say, I'll sell, after doing my forecasting, I realized that I can sell 1,649 units. So I'll come here and hit the recalculate. So the next step, I'll not, because I only have one value, and I only have one product, and I want my product to sell in both the high end and the low tech. And I'll not change my values for the account receivable and my account payable, because although they'll increase the demand for my product, but I don't want to have extra cost into the account payables and the account receivables. So let's move on to production. So under the production, here we see that we have the unit sale forecast, the inventory on hand, the production schedule. So here I'll have to make decisions into 3 areas. The first area is the production schedule. The second one is the capacity, whether I want to buy or sell the capacity. Then the third part is in the automation rating. And because I want to have to produce more products than, so that it's better to have inventory not as much, and rather than stocking out, because if you stock out, you are losing your customers, and I don't want to lose any more customers. Because I have forecasted to sell 1,649 units, and I have 87 inventories. So I have 87 units in terms of inventory. So I'll say I want to produce 1,600 units. So I'll put 1,600 units. So then I'll recalculate to see. So I'll produce 1,584 units. So because I forecasted to sell 1,649 units. So I'll come here and say, so if I produced 1,584 units, and again I have inventory of 87 units, I'll have 1,671 units, meaning if I sell 1,649 or more, I might still have some 1 or 2 units being left, because I don't want to stock out. Then I'll come to the physical plant and see if I can, because if you see that here now we have 2 products, we have the able product and the egg product. And because I want to introduce egg product into the market, I'll buy capacity for it. So I want to buy capacity of, so let me say I'll buy 300 capacity. So I'll buy 300 capacity. And because I want it to come out as a high-tech product, I'll give it an automation of 3. So I'll recalculate. The reason as to why I'm focusing on the newer product is because we have my maximum investment, and I don't want to spend more than what I can be able to spend in this year. So I want to say, because I know that I'll be increasing my market share, and by increasing market share, it will mean I'm increasing my sales. So I want to increase my capacity so that I don't overwork my customers. So let me say I want to buy 100 here. So I want to buy 100 capacity, so that I increase my capacity by 100. If the first shift is 800, so maybe it's 900 next time. And you can see that I can't do it because I've increased more than I can be able to do. So let me say I'll buy 90, because I just want to use as much money as possible so that I may increase my capacity for my company. So here we have still we can't do that. So let me say 85. So I just want to increase my capacity by any figure that will be allowed. So if I say 85, I can see it as like I'm good, but we still have. So let me say 80. Let me put here 86 to see if I can do it. Then yeah, so 86, I think I can't do more than 86. And if you look at my human resource, here we have the needed complement, which is last year was 250, and because this year is like I'm expanding my plant, I'll have to need more employees. That's why the complement this year is 100%. My turnover rate is 10, which is, I think I should be aiming at reducing the turnover rate. Then my productivity index is 100%. So after doing the decisions for my production, here we have that you see that I increased my automation so that to reduce the production cost and the prices for my product. And I also, you should know that increasing automation will prolong your R&D cycle. So I don't want to increase much further there. So before the next part that I'll go is the finance, but let me check on my balance scorecard to see how I've performed, or what will be my projections next year. You see that my stock price is 7.8 out of 8. So my profits will be, I've got my score is 3.6 out of 9. My leverage is 3.8 out of 8. So here, before I go into the finance, I'll have to look at two areas, the leverage and the days of working capital. So if you look at my days of working capital, I have 5. Then if you look at my leverage, I have 3.8. So let me go to finance. So under the finance, you see that here I have 4,000. But my cash position at the end of the year is 4,000. And because I feel like I might need enough capital, so I'll say let me just issue 2,000 bonds, because I want to increase my company, so I have to finance it. So I'll issue stock worth 2,000. Then I'll borrow short term for, I'll take short term debt of 5,000. So because I just want to increase my company. So you see that my cash position is 10,000. So let's check on my balance scorecard to see if my leverage has improved. Yeah, you see that my leverage is 7.5 out of 8. So that was my decisions for round 1. So I'll be giving you my analysis for round 1 after this video. Then again we'll do round 2 and round 3. That's it. And if you feel you have any question, just feel free to contact me.